Okay, so let's talk about Anonster here, the boss fight right at the end of the game, and the one that feels the most like Nintendo Handheld didn't give a shit about designing or creating him in the game at all, even though he was the guardian of the final music box that will finally unravel the whole Wario being kidnapped in a magical prison plotline. But I will give Nintendo Handheld some credit for feeling like this was the boss fight and literally the last thing that they designed in the game when they had their lowest motivation to do so. It definitely has a lot more effort put into it than that would seem. Anonster has very basic gameplay, run-of-the-mill. It is just jumping on him and avoiding things, and all those things are definitely going to cause insta-fails, or pretty close to that. The first thing that Anonster does is that he attacks from the ceiling and throws a couple of webs down, which again will probably insta-fail or make it very difficult to get out of the situation they put you in before Anonster can fail the boss fight if you get struck by them. It's not a huge hassle, and especially not the second part of his attack where he jumps down from the ceiling to the floor and then flings out straight line projectiles, which again are easy to dodge because they're just so fast. And because the projectiles are so fast, he only fires 2 of them, and Anonster then becomes incredibly vulnerable to Wario just jumping on him, rinse and repeat. The only complicated part of the boss fight is that Wario has to grab the projectiles that Anonster drops down onto the floor and then has a good shot to actually hit Anonster. The physics of Wario's throws haven't really come into play all that much, so trying to learn their arc now is kind of an unusual science to say the least. It's a bit tricky to predict, you don't get a lot of time to make the shots. It's just kind of a squidgy part of the boss fight, but if you can manage to keep your crap together and jump on a Anonster 3 times, then the boss fight's over and you get to have the final music box and get to confront whatever the final boss of this game could possibly be. At least Wario is finally now getting out of this whole situation and can go enjoy his treasure trove that the hidden figure has provided him with throughout this entire adventure.